This
This is
is
the first
from,
scenario, isn't it?
yeah, Talented Takeover. If I remember rightly, we start at Düren and we're heading west to Aachen.
Okay, magical. Right, so let's get this show on the road. Now, I don't see. I'm a total talent two, total professional. You see, and therefore I'm going without any of the safety options on. But I will when we switch over to do the ICE. I will have all of the safety systems on, every single one of them, and I'm sure it will go perfectly.
It'll be great. I'm
Yeah,
looking forward to it. It's going to be the highlight of the stream.
if you say so, there, Governor. Right, there we go. I'm looking at the. Blimey, that loaded up fairly quick. Oh no, we've still got 15 seconds to wait. You know, that's the only downside to ever being on time is you have to then hang around waiting. And you just kind of go, oh, I don't want to wait. I want to go. I've got
Time to go,
places to
isn't it?
be.
Passengers just get in the way of playing trains.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Right, okay, there we go. Let's get this functional. Right now, actually, I remember that dipped beam, and that's not going to cut it. You want full beams, Gov. That's what we want. Right, let's roll. Okay, there we go. Now, obviously, you can see what I'm doing, right? So if I get it badly wrong, then I expect you to give me suitable instructions to get it correct again. Because I'm going to be concentrating on not burning through speed limits too aggressively. There we go. Let's give it full juice here. There we go. Yeah, no, that's good. Hold on, no. I'm already going to break the speed limit. Look. Easy. There you go. See, the speed limit ups. It goes down and then back up again because you have to go through the points. It's a right hassle. Come on. I'm waiting for me the needle on the dash to pick. There we go. Right, floor it. Woohoo! Right, the game is a bit quiet. I can fix that. Hold on. The game might pause moments. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, okay. I better do this quickly. There you go. Let's up the tempo on that. Matt, try not to speak too loudly. Otherwise, you might scare people. Because, there we go. I'm back in the room. Right, there we go. Can the distance font be enlarged? What, this one on the waypoint over there? Is that the one you mean?
I also possibly means the one on the top right hand side as well.
And the one on the top line. Yeah, okay. No, I'm with you.
But,
yeah, we've seen some feedback actually from people saying that they would rather have the fonts a little bit larger, just so they're a little bit easier to make out.
it is something that the UI designers are looking into what we can do, because obviously you change the size of fonts and then the UI doesn't necessarily work, so you have to then make the UI bigger, which causes other problems. So it's certainly something the UI team are looking at.
Okay, you are now allowed to speak louder. I suggest moving the microphone a little closer to your face, because right now you can't be heard over the train.
I can't be heard. Can you hear me now?
Well, even better than that, it sounds like you're coming in over the radio. It's perfect.
Hello?
Yeah, okay. Look, ignore the imperfections in microphone commentary here, folks. We're here to give it a good solid look. Yeah, no, Matt's just coming in from headquarters. He's going to tell me when the lunch is ready. Can we change the font back to the original? Not at this stage. No, so we've got the font that we've got. I don't know. Can we later drive the ICE3? Yes, we're going to do that as soon as we finish this route. This particular scenario lasts about 30 minutes. And then once we're through this scenario, we shall drive an ICE scenario afterwards. Oh, I am over speed. Matt, you're supposed to tell me this stuff.
I did tell you 3 or 4 times, but you were busy.
You didn't. I mean, come on. I can see you out to the corner of my eye. You can wave and stuff. You're not even on the screen. You can make obscene finger gestures at me, and nobody will notice unless I push a certain button.
Let me teach you something then. So if you let the train just coast for a little bit while I show you what controls you need. So if you look down.
Yep.
And what you're looking for is, as I say, a white button to the left of the throttle lever there, which I think highlights the tempo map.
Okay.
So right now you know where that button is. Throttle up to maximum.
Alright. Yep.
Right. Now wait until that speed onwards down the bottom there says about 159 km/h and click the tempo map.
And that's what, like a cruise control kind of an
Cruise
idea.
control. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that makes life a little bit easier. Although saying that, in 2 kilometres I've got to drop to 80. I've pressed it. Hold on, I might have missed. There you go, I pressed it now.
No, you've turned it off.
Yeah, no, it didn't work. We're slowing down.
Yeah, you worked the first time you hit it, and then
did
you
it?
turned it off again. Yeah.
Okay, alright, good. Oh, I see. Yeah, no, that's good. Now, if I adjust the power handle for myself, I'm going to start slowing down a little bit.
Yeah, I would definitely.
Will that give me control back over the?
Immediately you touch that throttle handle, then the temperament is immediately disabled.
Okay, all right, got it. Right, 400 meters to go until 80 kilometers an hour. We'll be good. No, we'll be good. I really hammered the brakes on there as well, which is nice.
Stopping in 500 meters.
Yeah, I've got it. I'm on it. Don't just trust me. Look at this. Look, I'm going to hit 80 at exactly the moment the speed limit changes, and then I'm going to really. Oh no, I didn't mean the e-brake. I only meant max. There you go. There you go. No, stuff the passengers. Right, here we go. Come on. Oh yeah, he's got it. Ease
Yeah,
off.
you're good. You're good. Ease off. Ease off.
Ease it off. No, I've blown a transaxle. I'm just grinding metal. Close enough for government work. Right, let's get the doors open.
So I don't know if everyone's noticed in the top left corner, the time is now displayed up there, and the one below it is then the time that you're due to be there. So you've now got one place to look for what time is it and when am I due somewhere. So you'll see that when we get the next instruction come up, so you can see those.
Okay. Cool. Well, I'll tell you what. I bet we came in ahead of schedule. I mean, okay, some of the passengers are going to have to move through cars to get off the train, but it's a small price to pay for being early.
Peel themselves off the bulkhead.
Yeah. No, there we go. No, this is good. Will the does this digital display on the old side of the train here? Will that have updated to reflect the fact that I've stopped, or is that hard coded from the get-go?
That's showing all the stations. So Ehrenfeld is the first one. From Köln, Düren is next. Langeweed is next.
Right. So that's
all the stations from Köln.
From the start of the route.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Good. I'll do the horn on the next leg. Everybody wants to hear the horn. Right. Hold on. Let's bang that on. Right, so if I grip this up, I see. So if I thump this up to max,
yep. Your speed limit is 160. You just have, so that will hold it whatever speed it's doing at the time. That pressing that button will then hold that speed.
Or below.
It should
it will aim for that speed.
Yeah, it'll apply more power. What it won't do is apply brakes to hold you to it. So if you go down a hill, you may then need to take control of the train back. But what it will do is it will just keep the train up to the speed. So
gotcha.
Sort of any second now you can hit the button.
I'm with you. I did this earlier. Somehow I don't think I'm going to beat my score. Because I drove this earlier and I was actually quite good at it. But now that it's in a live fire scenario, somehow it's being less successful. Right, let's get outside so we can do a proper train boot blast. There you go, that's a bit of everything. The authenticity crowd in chat there will give us their judgment accordingly. We'll see how that goes. There you go.
Had a request to show the interior.
Right. Okay, there we go. We've got high speed.
So this is the new screen that comes up when you start a service. So it tells you what your starting weight, how many vehicles, how long, what kind of train, and it also reminds you then what you're doing. So if there's any instructions in the service description, they're in there as well. And then on the bottom left hand side is just a summary of from and to. So if you want to click while you're reading this, by the way, the game is paused, so you can take your time.
I figured as much.
So if you want to click begin.
Right, we need to turn on the stuff, right?
So you need to, first thing you want to do is get the passengers working. So put it into forwards.
Put it into forwards?
Mm-hmm.
No, look, I only did the tutorial and I've done it once. Hang on.
So that's the red one, yeah. Put it into forwards. That activates the cab. That's what it activates the cab in.
Okay, that turns it
now
on.
you want to do the doors, open them onto the right-hand side.
Okay.
which is
You could tell me, or I could spend the next 10 minutes looking for him.
left one.
Left?
That's it. Nope.
Ah, there. Okay.
Open it to the right.
Is it?
On the right.
Door control. Open. Right. Close left. There you go. There you go. All right. Good.
Right.
Let's fire up all the annoyances.
Right. Let's get all the annoyances fired up. So if you stand up,
I'm allowed to call them annoyances. You're not.
and if you press the C button to crouch, just because it makes life a bit easier to see what you're doing, turn around. No, it's that's it. That cupboard in front of you there.
Ooh.
Right, inside here there are 3 controls. They are the second row down, left-hand 3.
Mm-hmm.
And they are CIFA.
CIFA. Yeah, let's be having you. PZB.
PZB.
Come on, then. And LZB.
LZB.
Bring it. I'm ready.
Right, that's it. And there is a battery switch in there, but we don't need that because the loco is powered up already.
Okay. All right.
And because you're using CIFA for the first time, I think we should probably stop the passengers from seeing what's going on. So if you look down to the right-hand side.
Hold on, let's show it this. Look, over here. Ooh. Look down to the right-hand side. Yes.
Right, and one of those buttons on the right-hand side is the allow and opaque window. So if you click that.
Yeah, fools. Okay. Yeah, you can't see me at work. No, sir. Right. Okay.
Right, so, unfortunately I can't see the safety system lights because Teams has put my camera in the... Oh, there we go, I can get rid of it. Excellent. I thought I could get rid of it.
Right, lights dimmed. No, lights dimmed high beams. Yeah, no, let's give it the beams there. Cab lights, I'll leave them alone. No, actually, we might go... Do we go through any tunnels? Doesn't matter, I'm turning it on anyway. Right, horn, we'll do that in a moment. Coupling control. There's a lot of buttons on here, man. I'm not at ease.
Push that into the top one, which is the close button for now. Right, so before we start moving, let's go onto the left-hand MFD.
The what now?
The left-hand multi-function display, one of the big screens.
Yeah.
That's it. Zoom in, and you want button 9 to select AFB, sorry.
Yeah.
And then we just want to switch it on with V Sol Freigabe.
Sol Freigabe. Okay, hang on.
Just press the 6th button.
The 6th button. Oh, okay. All right.
It's a
Yeah.
quick function.
Your
So
cursor
AFB
doesn't work.
is now turned on.
Okay.
And we're good to go. So before we get moving, let's get AFB set to 40 kilometers an hour by moving the left hand of those levers up to 40.
Gotcha.
That will protect you from PZB going and doing anything unpleasant for you.
Okay.
So you're now good to go. I think the doors are closed, so you can release your brakes and go. Brakes are off.
All right.
And then put some power on. Just give it about 40%.
I'm going gentle because I plan on going outside. Flip it up, it's loud out here. This is my first time out. I'm doing a bit of camera. This station's very loud.
I can't hear it, so I don't know.
It's very loud. I've probably scared a few people at home. The reason you can see preserve collection stuff going on here is because I'm running off a development build. So we've got a bunch of work in progress stuff that's running on this route as well. Okay, yeah, right. I'm back under your tutelage there, Professor.
Okay, give it a bit more power. You can see on the left-hand side on the HUD... Oh, you need to press Q, sorry. That's it.
Yeah.
So if you look on the right-hand side, where the gradient display is on the HUD,
yeah.
There's 2 blue indicators. One says B.
Yeah.
That one says LZB is primed and ready as soon as LZB wakes up. So it's ready to go. And then the other one is the 85, which is probably flashing 8570 at the moment.
It is.
Yeah, so you can press the end button now on your keyboard to end and release from monitoring because we're all in greens now.
All right.
So that's now stabilised on 85.
I mean, it's all very... I've got a yellow exclamation mark.
Press Q.
Oh, that's the C for C for button. Right, okay.
That's the C for CIFA. So now, if you wanted to press that end button on the controls, if you look down to the left-hand side of the cab, there are 3 controls on there. On the very left-hand side of that, so that's PCB acknowledge.
Yeah.
End is the one that operates PCB fry. PCB release is the one that you would pull if you wanted to operate the control manually to do that function. Right.
I'm absorbing none of this.
Right, so the current speed limit is now 60, so you can just use that AFB lever and just push us up to 60 kilometers an hour.
Okie dokie.
Right, so the AFB bracket has now moved up and the train has now started to speed up. And we can give it some more. It's going nicely. So what happens is just around this corner is where LZB kicks in. There's a little post on the ground that says literally LZB, and a cable starts in the middle of the track. And effectively what happens is that the computer then on board will pick up the signal coming from that cable, and you'll hear a buzz. Just cue. You'll hear a buzz as the thing then activates LZB, and then the thing that said B and 85 switches to U with dots on it, which essentially says you are now in LZB control.
Okay.
That will happen any minute now as we come around this corner.
And you realise that if without this piece of knowledge that you've just fed to me, I would basically be terrified when it happened and go, "What? What do you want?" I don't. There's the LZB sign.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
And it's just switched to the U. So that means you're now under LZB control. So take that AFB lever and push it all the way forwards.
10-4. Come on, son. Let's be having it.
Automatically limits itself now to the speed limit.
That's some scenery going on over there.
Yep, there's scenery. There is scenery in Cologne.
Okie dokie. All right, good. All right, what do I do next?
Cologne Hansaring is there. We went past Cologne Hansaring earlier on. It's an S-Bahn only station though. Press Q. That's it. So we're currently limited to 80 kilometers an hour, I think.
Yeah.
And what will happen is very shortly that'll go up to 140, and again you don't need to do anything. The train will pick it up automatically and accelerate.
I'll go make a cup of tea.
Yeah. At this point, you are basically pressing the CIFA button. When a light turns on, press a button. Well, obviously in reality, you're paying a little bit more attention to what's going on with the train. You notice the speed limit just changed, AFB automatically adjusted, and the train's accelerating. So now we're heading up to get to 50 kilometers an hour momentarily.
Train's gone. Alright, no, this is good. So, how fast are we going to get up to here? Because we're doing the full length, aren't we? So, what are we expecting out of the beast?
You'll be getting up to 250 kilometers an hour in this journey. In fact, we will be going to 250 in a minute now.
Okay. Yeah, we're on 250. Come on, that big dog, let's be having you. Just got to wait for the tail end to pass through.
160 presses, that's it. So you're a master at this sequence stuff.
It's alright, it's all good.
So back on the HUD again, you'll notice now that there is a new indicator, the blue indicator there, with a 99 at the bottom of it.
Yeah.
That is a HUD representation of what's between your two speed gauges in the middle of the main HUD, which currently says 9900 on it. If you look down a little bit so you can see the bar in the middle
I'm
of
with
the...
you. Yeah, right here.
It's basically, that's a HUD version of that graph. That is telling you how far is it until the next change. Now at the moment, the speed indicator underneath, so on the right-hand gauge there is your speed limit, is your current speedometer, sorry.
Yeah.
There you go, we just got the clearance to 250, so the train's accelerating. At the bottom of that, it says 160.
Yeah.
Right, that is saying that the train knows that there is a 160 km/h speed limit
coming up after 9,900 metres.
It's actually probably about 13 kilometres away at this point. It's quite a long distance. The train is looking 14 kilometres ahead of itself.
Gotcha.
What will happen is that 9900 will start going down as that 160 becomes closer.
Awesome.
So you can predict 10 kilometres away where your speed reductions are going to be.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to do a quick blast outside. We're coming up on 200 kilometres an hour now, which is about what 120 miles per hour, something like that.
200 is 125.
All right.
So this is as fast as we've gone in Train Simulator legitimately so far.
Okay. All right. Well, then it's all about let's see what stable speed looks like. I got it. She says CIFA half a dozen times before she gets in a strop with you, so it's all...
The nice thing about CIFA actually is that even once it gets upset and starts putting the brakes on, which you'll see the blue bar on the left-hand side drop and go to negative.
Hold on a moment. Hang on. In your face! Slow coach! Sorry, had to be done.
So one of the nice things about CIFA is that you can interrupt it. So as soon as you press the button, C4 will release and reapply. So you can. It's not like you have to wait for it to stop just because you're late. As soon as you press it, it releases everything and then it will carry on.
No, I've broken it before. It's not my first rodeo having broken it, so that's all good. I apologise for the little cursor dot. If I'm going to move the little cursor dot that way a little bit, you get a better view. There you go.
Can your kernel cam at these speeds? No, not really. Using the 3 cam,
I don't think I would.
Responsibility.
How good are the brakes?
Fairly decent, actually.
All right. Okay. Well, let's give it a dab and see what we get here. Yeah. All right. Dab's pretty good. All right. It's good. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
It says that as Colonel's applying his brakes down there, you can see they're applying in unison because this is a blended brake setup. As you apply that one lever, both the electric brake and the air brakes are being handled.
Ready to weep. 3 meters.
Nicely done.
Nice. Where's my door handle?
The door open to the right.
Yeah, that's it. On the flipping, open that side, do this, do that, do the other. Right, let's go and have a look in the... hold on, I've still got my glass frosted. Where's me glass deep? No, it wasn't in there. Hang on, I'll find it. I knew where it was. Oh, it's over here somewhere. There you go. All right, get off my... Oh, they've already gone. Hello!
Let's go and have a wander down the coaches.
Yeah.
This is really cool interiors. There's all these... There are 8 unique coaches on this, so they're all different.
I've been on these. I think I've been on the ICE.
You can even open these doors and go in here.
Sweet. Conference rooms. All right, we've arrived. Get off the train. All right. Ow, flipping walked into the door. Okay, yeah, good. Yeah, that's it. Let's see, Rauken is verboten, people. I don't want to see any Raukening going on in here. Matt, again.
No.
Every time. Look, it's a big... Look, you're ruining my immersion. Oh, cafeteria.
This is the bar cart.
Yeah. I want a soggy sandwich, please. No, it's closed.
It's closed.
That's just like, every single cafe car on a Virgin train ever is always closed. I mean, they don't run trains anymore. This one doesn't work either. Oh, come on. Oh, hello. What's this for? We've got a comfy sofa thing going on there. That doesn't feel safe. Also, I'm losing points here while we're wandering up the train. I like it. So we've moved from what, first class into... This seems to be first class still. If the signage is to be believed. This looks like lesser first class than the first class we were in a moment ago. What's going on there? I'd be gutted if my ticket got me sitting in these cheaply upholstered numbers rather than the one I was expecting. Oh, it's
Just
second.
click on one of those exterior doors to close it. Someone's asked if they can see that.
No, I don't want to
Click
give
no.
up control. Do what, sorry?
Go and click on one of those doors, the exterior doors, to close it. Someone's asked if they can see that.
That's tasteful.
There you go.
Right, good. I better go and close the doors or it's going to ask me if I want to give up control again, when it's very obvious that I really don't.
Someone's asked about destinations. They're done via one of the screens in the cab as well, on the left-hand side. Same as normal.
Well, let's change one and go and have a look. Although this is going to end the service, isn't it? Presumably.
Yeah, don't lock the doors yet then.
Okay.
So if you sit back in the cab,
Yeah.
in the seat, and then look at the left-hand screen. Now, if you this time you press the UD button on the top.
Right. There you go. Something like, I don't know. That looks pretty good as a free cam. Okay. Whoop. And stick it about there. Maybe up just a smidge like that. Right. Back